I'm Karen Ingram from Nordic Walk Store, and this year is our 20th anniversary. So I thought I would take you through a little short history of the Nordic walking poles in my 20 years of working with them. So we're going to start with XL, and yes, this bashed up pole was one of my first Nordic walking poles. I had one before this, which I couldn't find, which was a really lovely pale blue. I loved that pole. But this is where Nordic walking poles kind of started. They had something called the CR strap. So back in the day, we didn't have quick release. And the way this worked was that your whole hand went up through the hole, and then you took a hold around the handle, and then you strapped that in so you were here. What that meant was then when you pushed down and back through the pole, you kind of pushed through the strap in that way. But if I let go, you can see it kind of dropped a little bit. And it wasn't quick release. One of the worst things about it was that if you were teaching Nordic walking, everyone would go to get tissue out of their pocket and nearly take people's eyes out. This is 100% fixed length pole. It was lovely. I've walked many, many miles with this. I did the 4-inch, 46 miles in one day in these poles, and that's why I've never got rid of them. And they're still going strong. So that was the original, you can see it's ergonomically shaped CR strap. The next thing that came along, and you'll notice that this has got a separate paw and tip. The next thing that came along was quick release straps, and all brands started to make these. And this is one of the early XL Alice grip and strap automatic lock-in system. And what was great about this was that you could just put the strap on once at the beginning of your walk, and then if you wanted to take it off, you just push the button, out you clipped, and then you could go click back in again. And that was quite a big innovation in its time. All the brands now, in fact, nearly all Nordic walking poles have some sort of quick release mechanism. So that was kind of the next thing that came along. Then XL's biggest innovation, which I absolutely love, was the all-terrain tip. And this is a hinged paw and tip system that you can kick around with your foot that takes you from road to off-road. And I absolutely love this. I've got it on my current poles, and it's just so handy. You don't have to put the paw in your pocket. You can just kick it around with your foot. It was a great invention, and really XL are the only company that makes these. Other brands have tried to do something similar, but it never works as well as this. Okay, then came along the curved pole. And if you look at that shape, and this was born really from cross-country skiing, and they introduced the curved shaft to reduce vibration, increase push-off, and to more intuitively help you to have that diagonal angle of the poles, which helps your propulsion push you forwards. So that was where that came from. We still sell curves now. You can see this is this year's current curve colorway. And they really haven't changed that much since they were introduced. Absolutely lovely thing. A lot of competitors use curve poles because they just give you that little edge. The other thing then I wanted to share with you was kind of the journey of the travel pole. And this has been a big innovation in the last 20 years. So back in the day, if you wanted a pole, this is a fairly old pole now, to travel or to put away in your rucksack, you would have got a 3-piece adjustable pole. And if I set this up, I have to twist it around to set it to 110 there. Okay, and then I'd have to open this up to where it says stop, and then I twist and I lock that. Okay, and then that has created a 110 pole for me. And then when I want to stop using them, I have to do that all over again, undo it, Ooh, collapse it up. These are fairly old, so they are a little bit stiff now. And there you go. So 3 points of adjustment did add quite a bit of weight. Not the quickest thing to adjust. However, I Nordic walked one holiday all the way around the Isle of Wight with these very poles, 72 miles. And it was great because we could put them away, put them in our rucksacks when we went to a coffee shop or a town or whatever, and then get them out when we were back on the coastal path. So, but what then happened, and actually Lecky are really at the foreground of that, is the folding travel pole. And this is just so light, so compact. I could just put that straight in my rucksack or in my running quiver for my poles, or stow it in a suitcase. Really, really easy. And this, super speedy. You just let it drop, pull it down, boom, and my pole is ready to use. And then when I want to fold it away, I just press that little button, boom, 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 and I'm done. Just the most amazing thing. And now I would say probably this is one of our best-selling poles, despite the fact it's also one of our most expensive poles. So that is my little potted history of the last 20 years of how we went from the fixed length, CR strap, no quick release, separate paw and tip pole. Probably that's very close to the original Nordic walking pole, all the way up now to the 3-piece, 4-piece even, folding pole that are so popular now. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you want to find out any more about Nordic walking poles, have a look on our website, follow our blog, and do check out the rest of our YouTube videos. Thank you.